Hi everyone, and welcome
Hello.
to another Bailey Art Live. I'm here with Grace.
I'm here with Andrea.
Jeremy is not here, he's on vacation. So
Have
today,
fun.
bye Jeremy. So today we're gonna be making this Mother's Day box card. It's really cute. It's a little typewriter box card, specifically on our website. And we're doing a little ahead of time trying to get, you guys prepared. So you have the rest of, I think 2 weeks to do it.
Yep.
Mother's Day is on the 11th of May. So that's a Sunday. So don't forget.
Good to know.
Okay. Plan to call your moms, visit your moms, and make this project for your moms. Okay, but first we have a few announcements.
What do we got?
Right here. Ooh, the first one's really good. So if you guys recall, I was mentioning the DIN, which is our new subscriber exclusive, expert led classes, and the videos will be on YouTube. Of course, like I said, subscriber exclusive. So if you're subscribed to our email, then you'll have access to these videos because we're sending a special link in there. So if you haven't yet, I highly suggest you go to our website, bailey.art, and subscribe. We have a little banner right now on the very front home page, and you can just click that, and then it'll take you to a landing page where you can just enter your information. And if you are already a subscriber, but you don't know if you're on the list to get video or emails for the DIN, go ahead and check some of your emails in the past. We've been sending some out that you have. We'll put you specifically on the list because right now we'll mention it, but we want ahead of time, like the materials list and things like that, like extra announcements will be like through the list if you signed up for that specifically. So go ahead, check it out. You can also put your information on the Bailey Art landing page I mentioned, and that will put you on the list as well. So
many ways to get there.
Many ways to get there. So very excited. We have that first video dropping in Monday,
Soon.
the 28th of April. So where we do that is a class led by Create It with Joy. She's got a YouTube with the same handle and an Instagram with the same handle. So if you want to check out some card making videos, go ahead and check out her style. It's very pretty. That card's gorgeous and it's really simple. So really awesome card you can get in a very simple class.
Very cute.
All right, and next we have at 2:30, so in about 20-ish minutes, we'll be announcing the giveaway winner. That is an email that's going out. So if you entered the giveaway, it's on our Instagram specifically. We'll be announcing that at 2:30. We'll announce it here as well as via email. So check that out. Again, subscribe to our email list. That way you get all the fun announcements and cool things. And then we have CFC information.
We do have CFC.
What's happening this Saturday?
So tomorrow, CFC is going to be going to UTA, and we're going to be doing the big event with them, where we basically are going to sort through all of the cards that you guys sent us in.
So thousands and thousands of cards you received.
They're like 2 full pallets of boxes of cards ready to go for tomorrow. It's going to be a good event. We should have hopefully a lot of students.
I hope a lot of student volunteers. It is open to the public per se, but you have to sign up through UTA, I believe.
You sign up once you get there. So as long as you guys get there, if you want to come and you guys are in the local DFW area and want to come out, do some volunteer hours, when you guys get to the location, send us either a message, support at cardsforcubs.org, and we'll tell you guys where to go. But if you guys want to come volunteer with us. We'll be there from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yes, that is how long the big event is going on. So we're really excited about it. This is the first time we've done it at UTA. Last time the students came to us, which was amazing. But this year they're also hosting the event, so we have some room to work with, which is really helpful.
Super helpful.
Yeah. And then also there is visitor parking at UTA. Be careful where you park. Since it is a campus, they have different parking lots for faculty and students and things like that where your car is usually registered. So if you want to go and take your own car and all that, then I believe their parking garage has some visitor parking.
Just double check your parking spot.
Yeah, so double check your parking spot. They do give tickets there. I know because I got one when I used to go to UTA myself as a student so many years ago. All right, and then next, the last thing we have for CFC related is that there was a raffle going on. So if you aren't subscribed to the CFC emails, I also highly suggest you do that for all this fun CFC information. We send emails out. And there is a card raffle similar to what we did last time in February,
Yep.
where people go on the landing page and then pick which cards that they want to be entered to win for, and it's a $10 donation for each entry, which we've already raised a little bit of money, which is awesome. And we have, I believe, 14 cards. So go ahead, check that out. Today is the last day to enter that, and then we'll be sending out the winners via email again.
For those cards.
Yes. All right. I think that's all the announcements I have right now. Anything I'm missing?
One announcement for the Instagram today is
true.
The awesome little mom stories that we're going to be doing throughout the day. So if you guys saw your email, we were talking about doing just a little bit more conversation stories in our call today, or in our live today. So if you guys go onto Instagram specifically, so if you guys are watching on YouTube or Facebook, it's only going to work on Instagram. Just head over there. But if you put hashtag mom stories and then send us a story, we'll read through the stories and share some awesome stories from either moms, grandmas, anything that's impactful that you guys want to share about, a fun story or a special moment with them. We'll share those on today's class.
So. Yeah, so definitely do that. I'm excited about that. I really want to hear your stories. Again, we're making a Mother's Day card, so we want to really bring some attention to the moms. I mean, a lot of our viewers are moms and grandmas or aunts and older sisters and things like that. And so I'm sure you guys have a lot of stories to share. So please do. And we want to thank you guys for being awesome.
And if you do share, you will be automatically entered into a giveaway at the very end of this live.
But you have to put hashtag mom stories. That's the key word that's going to trigger our giveaway. So just FYI, don't forget to do that. Alrighty. Oh, and then of course, people have been saying happy birthday to Barely Art because we are 5 years old.
5 years old.
Yesterday was our birthday, so we are 5 years and 1 day old. And if you were on our email, you saw some pictures that were from 2019. So technically, Barely Art wasn't officially its own entity until 2020. So that's why this is our fifth year. Yay! Happy birthday, Ba! He worked so hard.
5 years old. Jeez.
Yeah. 5 years old. He's a grown bear. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We've got Terry. She says, "Hi, I made it." And she also says, "Happy birthday to Barely Art." And Melanie says, "Hello, all from Ohio." So yes, don't forget to share where you guys are crafting from. Of course, we are in Arlington, Texas. The weather is up and down and all around right now, but it was rainy and humid
so
today.
Rainy yesterday.
Humid. We've got Deborah. Hello from Indiana. And let's see. Terry says, "I don't know how to enter." So if you want to enter the giveaway today, it's that mom stories, hashtag mom stories, and share a story.
Yes, make sure you guys actually share a story, because I've seen some so far, and I see the hashtags, and you guys are doing great, but you got to share a story with us.
Share a story. We want to share the story here on the live. It doesn't have to be like a very serious moment or like overly heartfelt. It can be funny. It can be a time you just being appreciated being a mom for the first time, or where, just like an impactful moment of someone, like a motherly figure. So it could be a teacher that you were close with, or like an older sister, a big cousin, things like that. So just,
we want to be able to shout out some stories. So.
Yeah, help us shout out. And let's see. Victoria Wilson says, "Yay, got home in time to see it. Happy birthday, Bailey."
Perfect. Perfect timing.
Yes, and if you're on our email list, there is a birthday bundle happening right now for Barely Art. It goes through the weekend, and it's like one of our Bob plushes and the keepsake original box, or keepsake box with the original glue. There we go. Okay,
it's a cute box.
It's a cute box. Yeah, and that's 10% off. So again, those were everyone that was on our email list got that. So if you didn't see that in your inbox, check spam, check again. Go through it, because you definitely want the little discount. Okay, now let us make this project. So again, it's a little typewriter. It's super cute. We got some little keys here. Some little, what's it called? Like typing keys. Yeah, this little blue keys. Paper is our paper for like writing a little note. And we've got these pieces. Not a complicated card. So what's happening here is we got this big piece has these little slits on the side, and that's where these pieces will go. It's got these little tabs here. We're going to fold those when we put them through and then glue them down. So Here we go. Something like this. Really simple. Not overly complicating it this time around. As well as this page here, we've also embossed them a little bit. So this one has little dots, and these Grace's has little stripes. So we're just kind of decorating it, make it a little extra cute. Okay, so I'm gonna start not putting the box together per se. I'm gonna do the gluing part here of this piece and this little thin decorative part.
Go decor first.
Yeah, that way it's flat.
These little embossing things, whatever that technique is.
You got it right. Embossing.
I'm a novice card maker. Embossing, all the techniques, guys. I am learning just as much as you are.
And if you want to learn more about cards, and check out our new class on Monday for the din. Create it with joy. She's going to be actually teaching us. So it wouldn't be like a live. It's not going to be like where we're on there with her. Yes. She recorded this class, and it's actually pretty short, but it's really good because the results are gorgeous. So it's never really about, how long it's like a project takes. Yeah, it's about the results, and she will help you get some good results. Okay. Easy peasy. These are pieces that look like little shoes are going to go on the outside of the card, but not until the end. So I'm going to put those aside before I forget that. Alrighty.
I think we do have one story.
Ooh. Oh, and these are scored here, so that's where you bend it.
TN_Snowgirl says, Mom stories. My mom is such an inspiration. She will be 89 next month and still works full-time running the family business. Sometimes we struggle just to keep up with her. Love her so much. That's so sweet.
That's awesome. That's a good story.
89 years old, still running the family business.
Running the business.
That's amazing.
Moms are awesome. I'll share a mom story to help you guys get started here. I've told it before, but it is my favorite story with my mom because it's just so cute. She would, like, on a Friday. So I remember, like, in elementary school. Specifically, I have the memory from elementary. I remember wearing my little spirit shirt because today you can wear jeans and a t-shirt because of my little school wore uniforms. And she would check us out. Like, that day was my day. So she checked me out of the school early. Of course, I went to school, and then she checked me out early so we could go see a movie. And it was so good. It ended up being one of our favorite movies. It was called Dreamer, and it was about this racehorse who got, like, a fractured leg or something like that. And they, usually horses don't really recover really well from them. They're such big animals that, like, a leg injury is pretty bad. But then they harnessed it up, and she healed her leg. Then she went on to win, like, some races, and it's really cute. It's a really good movie.
So you remember that movie and the moment?
Yeah, for sure.
That's so cute.
Okay, I'm trying to decide how I want to bend my tabs. I think I'm doing good. Okay,
so I'm gonna go ahead. Score marks are pretty good. These score marks.
It didn't score for you?
I mean, it scored, but it's not the best. So.
Oh.
Really delicate. Me being delicate with paper. This has been a process. I think the first couple years Andrea kept giving me paper projects to make, and I kept squishing them, like breaking them or ripping them.
I just would hand you delicate objects too. Like, I remember I made something with this really thin wire, which I knew it wasn't meant to last anyway, but I handed it to you and I was like, be very careful. I hand it, and then she looked up, she's like, I broke it. I swear.
So we're getting way better at being delicate with paper. I might do pretty well if we do some wood projects.
Yeah, that's really your forte. Okay. So the keys, little key, what is it called? Not a keyboard. Typewriter keys, I guess. Yeah. So there's 3 of them, and they're at different heights. So of course you want the tallest one in the back. This little blue one that we have is in the middle, and the smallest one up front. So just why I'm working back to front on this project.
Do you want to read this one?
Ooh, okay. Mom stories. This is from D Babcock 1957. # mom stories. My mother was 93 when she passed away. She could have run circles around me. She was definitely a strong woman and a big part of my life. Aww.
That's amazing.
That is really cool.
It's a full life.
Moms are, like we said, they My mom can
Superpowers.
run circles around me too. I mean, she is what I believe 58 right now. Yeah, and she has like the Apple Watch.
Yeah,
and she's like,
she completes her circles before you do.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. She's like, did 10,000 steps today, and I was like, where'd you go? She's like, I was inside doing work. I was cleaning up and doing things. I was like, that's crazy.
Inside the house.
Inside
10,000 steps.
Yeah, and I'm over
Not
here.
Even.
Barely going, like maybe on a walk one day. My parents run circles around all of us. My dad's the same way. Like he's currently working on, like he's always worked on the house. Like that's his thing. Mm-hmm. So they're very active. That's funny. See, Sheila says, almost missed a show. I'm making a card on my Cricut right now.
Cute.
Ooh, very cool. What kind of card is it, Sheila? I'm curious.
Yeah, let us know.
Do you have a mom story, Grace?
Ooh, let me think of a mom story. Well, this one's a grandma story. Mm-hmm. Last week was Easter, and I live about 3.5 hours away from my grandparents now because they moved from Pennsylvania to about 30 minutes from my mom's house, so about 30 minutes from Houston area, and which is crazy. I've never lived in the same state with my grandparents. And so my grandmother, of course, was like, are you coming? She was just full on expecting me to be there for Easter. I had no way to get out of that one. But she was like, I will make you cake. And then sent me pictures of cake and food. And she's like, what do you want for the sides? And it was just all of these. She bribed me with food. Not that I wouldn't have gone because it was Easter, but it was just a very cute thing. And then I get to her house and I walk into like the guest bedroom, and she had a little chocolate sitting on the bed. That's so cute. And, like it was like a hotel. Like I was like, this is the cutest. And I mentioned it to my mom, and she did not get chocolate on her bed. And my mom was like, "What the heck, Mom?" Like,
that's funny. It's kind of funny having like grandparents because I remember as a kid, I was like, my mom is mom, my dad is dad, and that was it. And then when they would say like my mom, I was like, that doesn't make sense. Wait. They were never kids. They've always been mom and dad, and they've always been grown-ups, but they had a whole life before us.
A whole life. They've done this thing before. Yeah. So that was very cute. I thought it was very, very sweet. But she definitely bribed me with some chocolate cake. And then, as I was trying to leave, gave me all of the rest of the chocolate cake. So I then had like 2 more days of chocolate cake. Like,
did you finish it yet?
Yeah, I finished it. I had to eat it all fast because otherwise I would eat it throughout the week. I'm like, just eat it all.
That's funny. All right, right now this is what mine looks like. I glued down my tabs here for my box card. It kind of looks like a little book, as is, because it's flat and kind of.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So the next step is to put the tabs through this side, and glue those tabs down again. So
we got some more stories.
More stories? Okay, I'll read them. I'll read them. Let's see. Green Bomb 70 says, as a mom, I'm going to miss Joanne because it reminds me of when my daughter, who is 28 years, would go with me and organize the fat quarter bundles while I was looking at other fabric nearby. I miss that. Oh,
Joanne's
so
the
store. The store because they are closing down. I think it's like all of the stores. All those
locations wise.
I didn't go to Joanne's very often, but I did go to Michael's, and I still go to Michael's.
Definitely did Michael's with my mom.
Yeah,
definitely. My mom was pretty crafty as far as like, she's like, I can make that, and then would make it. And it was actually pretty good.
That's cool.
And I definitely got that from her because I myself have taken on many projects in the house and not known how to do any of them. I'm like, I got this. I'm like, you probably. I tried to one of the times. It's not really a crafting project, but I tried to repaint the banisters. Oh. So I had to like strip the paint and do all this stuff.
Yeah,
it was so satisfying to strip the paint, but oh my god, there was like 13 layers of paint on that thing. And I was like, we didn't know what we were getting.
Yeah, I've seen like people do that too, like furniture, just stripping the paint. But It looks like a lot. Like, I'm sure that, of course, the time-lapse videos look great. It's like, da-da-da-da-da-da,
yeah,
all done. We're, standing at something new, but
no.
in real life.
IRL, it's a long process.
Let's see. We've got another story, I believe.
Hashtag mom stories from Magnificent Marie's by MV. My mom heard me talking to myself saying I was going to get a sewing machine to sew on paper cards on my birthday.
Cute.
That year she got me the sewing machine.
Aww. My mom, I consider her crafty, and she won't consider herself that, but like she's the one who introduced me to scrapbooking. I think is what's the first thing that we did.
Oh, that's cute.
So my brother and my dad went out of town. I think to see a football game or something, and so we're like, well, what do we do with the boys go? And so it was me, my mom, my sister, and my sister. She was little, so she just wanted to watch her Barbie movie.
Yeah.
And she did. She sat on the couch and did Barbie movies. When me and my mom, we set up all our scrapbook stuff. So we had a table with stickers and paper and photos. And that was back when you had to like go get your photos printed and stuff.
Actually like.
Yeah, I used to have like a lot of those
photos,
like
go get the photos.
What is it?
Polaroids?
No. Like the disposable camera where you had to like take it to the store and stuff. And so we would have that. And I think I remember making one from like Girl Scouts. Like taking pictures there.
Yeah.
So those are the ones I printed out, and so I was making my page, and she's like, "Oh, you're so good at this. So this is the first time you've ever scrapbook. You're so good at this." She's always been very encouraging. I love my mom.
That's sweet. My mom kind of did that. She did photo scrapbooks, or like not scrapbooks, but photo albums.
Yeah.
So all of like my childhood is in 13 photo albums.
That's so cute.
And it's like the cutest thing ever. So when I asked my mom, like, hey, do you remember this photo? She has to like, instead of going through like Google Photos, has to go upstairs into her like closet, get the books out. You're like, yeah, I found it. And it's like a physical photo.
Yeah.
There's just something special about it.
Like, it is something special. Digital photos, you have like thousands. I mean, thousands and thousands. You take a picture of this food that you think looks really nice, and then you take like 3 pictures of it, and maybe post on your story online or something, and it's really cute. But then if you think about like printing, you have to be so meticulous. Yeah. Like, what do I want to print? What do I got to spend money on?
You do that.
I do print my photos. So usually I print mini ones, like 3x2 photos, and I'll get like miniature frames. I really like tiny little frames because I'm in an apartment for one. I have nowhere to put big pictures.
Small things are good.
Yeah, so like my little small ones are really cute. So I enjoy that. But you do have to go through all the pictures. So sometimes when I'm taking pictures, I'm just like, do I really want to sort through this later? Like I'll go start deleting it then and there. Otherwise, it's gonna take forever.
Agreed.
Loretta asks, where is today's file available? It is on our website, barely.art. It is the Typewriter Box Card. It's really cute, really simple, and we're already like getting through it pretty fast.
You know what time it is though?
What is it?
Giveaway time.
Oh my gosh, it's 2:30. Okay.
It's perfect time.
All right, 2:30. It is now our giveaway announcement. So we had a giveaway on Instagram.
This is not the same giveaway as
not
the end
right
of
now.
this.
Yeah, this is last week's Instagram giveaway. And that one was, I believe, if you said, what did you do?
That one was the glue video. So if you guys saw the glue video and you commented giveaway, I'm pretty sure it was the thing. It was super easy.
Super simple.
Super simple.
You were entered into the giveaway, and it was for a mini, correct?
It is for a mini.
What we're using today. And we had a good amount of entries into that, which was really cool. So
141 entries.
Wow. So if you aren't following us on Instagram, I suggest you do. That is where we do our main, it's our main platform, basically. Of course, we use YouTube and Facebook, but Instagram is definitely our main one. But we have the winner now.
Drum roll.
I have it right here. And the winner of the mini glue bottle is @_YY Designs. So it's _WIWI Designs. Congratulations! Yay! We're so glad that you entered a giveaway. We hope you are gonna enjoy the glue. I really appreciate you guys already following us, and I hope you like it. You tagged someone.
They tagged
your friend. So thank you for spreading the word of Barely Art. There's also an email going out, so maybe I don't know if what our design is on right now, but if she's on our email, she'll also see it there. And we have a link to her Instagram because she is a crafter.
Yeah.
So she's got lots of projects on.
Just let us know.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. Everyone congratulate her. Very awesome. Okay.
But you guys can still enter to win. The end of this live, we'll be announcing the winner based on if you guys comment #momstories and then leave us a story so that we guys can share. Shout out your moms, your grandmas, anybody like that.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, well,
that
was cute. Fun. We got a lot of giveaways going on right now. Oh, how's it go? How's it looking?
It looks cute.
Beautiful.
Ours are opposite.
Yeah. Kind of. Love it. Cute. Okay. So now I've got all of my tabbies in here. I glued my tabbies down.
Oh, you're smart.
I didn't want them to fall out.
I was like, after putting them in, I was like, I don't want to deal with this again.
That's funny. On this piece here, there's also some score lines. So this is going to be the front of our typewriter right up here. I'm going to fold those. They're really hard to see on this light paper, but they're definitely there.
On the score lines?
Yeah. Let's see. Loretta says #momstory like that. Yes, that's perfect. Now you got to share a story. Mom story. Whether it's you being a mom, a time you appreciated that, or it was impactful or meant,
or
some
a funny story.
Yeah, or a funny story, or about someone else that you know. Maybe you have like a grandma or a like older cousin who looked after you, things like that. So let's share those stories. And Laura says love giveaways.
Love giveaways. Absolutely. I know you guys do.
Ooh, Sheila's making a pop-up sunflower. Thank you card.
That's cute.
That is cute. I love sunflowers. Those are my favorite.
Those are big. It's very summery.
It is very summery. Very happy. Okay.
I don't think you can look at a sunflower and be sad. I don't think it's possible.
It's not possible. It's just not. I'm gluing down the front of my typewriter.
I think this is a life hack. Gluing down the tabs.
A life hack?
Yeah. So if you guys are annoyed with the tabs coming out, you can glue down the tabs.
Gluing down the front of my typewriter now.
Got a lot of congrats to the winner. Yes, congratulations. This one's cute. Birds of Whimsy. #momstories. Oh no, where'd you go? My mom's bringing cupcakes to the school and accidentally sitting on them.
No, that's so funny.
Oh, the worst.
Oh my gosh.
You're like so close. So close.
Moms are just people too. I think of my mom as like she can do anything superhero kind of person.
Yeah, and then
they're
humans.
They're moms are human. They sit on cupcakes. Okay, let's see.
Did you say this was folded?
No, this part's folded. This has a score line.
I was like, this is not folded.
I think I did mine slightly. Mine goes flat this way, but this way it's got a little bump on it. I don't know how to change that. Laura says #momstory. Years before I was a mom, when teaching junior high, I had a student so engrossed in figuring out a math process that he said aloud in class, "Mom, I think I got it." I was flattered. That's so cute.
That's adorable.
Have you ever called a teacher mom?
I'm sure I have. I've called coaches mom for sure.
That's so cute. You were in a lot of sports.
I was in athletics basically since like actually not 7th grade. I did not make my 6th grade soccer team, and that's like the driving point of.
She said, "Absolutely not. I will always make it." Okay, there is this piece here, and it actually is like the space bar, or
the little
like the space in your typing board. But I forgot to put it on here, so it goes here. So I'm gonna have to
finesse that one.
Yeah.
We've got more stories. Here we go. Happy Crafts by Pam says, #momstories. On 2020, I delivered my second child and they found that he had a heart condition. at the NICU, the only thing that saved my life was crafting. I made a lot of cards and special things.
Wow. That's beautiful.
That is special.
That's really, I can't imagine the like
chaos.
Emotional, yeah, emotional, how you're going through it when something like that happens. I know my mom, when she said my brother was born, I think he just needed to go under a little light. What's it, jaundice or something? Mm-hmm. And so, but she was just like, they had to
like take him away.
She was worried about him. There's just like, and it's just very interesting because you have this tiny person that you now like responsible for. It must be very intense. So I'm glad crafting was there for you.
That is really cool. And we do have a new Barely baby.
Yes, we do. So there's been a bit of a stunt of Barely babies here. So in the office, we've had what now?
3 babies.
3 and one on the way. One was just born. So Jeremy's had a baby. Our operations manager Demik has a baby, and she has one on the way. And then we have the also the co-owner Matthew, who just had a baby. Him and his wife. So
lots of Barely babies. If you guys wanna.
So Matthew's baby was just born not too long ago, and
last week.
Yeah, so she's
pretty close to Bob's
birthday. Yeah, that's what she said.
She's born on the 17th, so a little bit over 2 and a half.
Moms are brave. Moms are tough.
It's absolutely insane what moms are capable of doing.
Yeah.
Sheila Soko says, #mom stories. My mom is the strongest woman I know. She lost a son, a grandson, a granddaughter, and her husband, but she keeps her 4 daughters together. It's a bond you can't break. Wow. Like we said, superheroes.
That's moms are awesome. We're gonna have to do this for Father's Day. These are really good stories. These are beautiful. I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna share much, and it's really cool that you guys are.
We got a lot of stories.
A lot of beautiful stories to know. Let's see, and we get to know about you guys a little bit more. Victoria Wilson says, "Mom story. My mom could run circles around us kids and kept us on our toes. She taught me to appreciate wine and sparkling wine / champagne. She passed away in 2009. I miss being able to visit her." That's beautiful. I just got into drinking wine. My mom doesn't drink a lot of wine, but she started liking it, but we have different tastes. Oh, I almost forgot. We have got little flowers here.
We do have little flowers.
Okay, that's right. The typewriter box has these little flower pieces that we're going to just kind of decorate the typewriter with. All right, so this is one of the last pieces here. We're going to first put down our paper, but first, before you do that, you probably want to write your note. So I have a little marker here.
Write a little message.
Yeah. Let's see. I think it's going to go about this distance in my card. I want to write it about right here. So.
Makes sense.
And just put something simple like Happy Mother's Day.
Instagranny. I love that. Instagranny.ogb. My mom's birthday was at the beginning of May on the 9th, and so frequently her birthday fell on Mother's Day. She got extra royal treatment on those years.
Aww, cute.
And then she said, #mom stories. I have the same teacher for 4th grade and 5th grade, and I frequently slipped up and called her mom. My mom thought it was funny. That is funny. TN Snowgirl says her mom's birthday is on the 14th and falls on Mother's Day also. Extra celebrations makes sense.
Cute.
That's a fun time.
Jeremy's birthday is right next to Mother's Day. So he said that his mom and his grandma will go out to dinner, and he will pay for his mom will pay for the grandmother, and the grandmother pays for him.
That's
so there's a little triangle. That's cute.
Let's see.
And also, while you guys are, sharing your mom stories, I got another mom's question for you. What do you guys want for Mother's Day?
This is the only question. When moms say nothing, a hug, what else do you actually do?
What do you want? I mean, I'm thinking that we're going to send a little email out that you guys can forward to, your kids and husbands to tell them that you want Barely or glue. You don't have to, it's something on your on the list that you don't have to ask for per se. Just send it that way. But just an idea, an option.
Reba Cook, 1957, says, I just became a great-grandmother for the first time in March.
Oh,
No way.
Congratulations. That's a lot of moms in that story.
That's a lot of generations.
That's a lot of generations. That's cool.
I was at my grandma's house, and she has all these pictures up in the house, and they're like, my grandmother was like one of 15, so there's a lot of kids.
Gotcha.
And then my family's really small, like we have like one kid. But she had all these brothers and sisters, and then she was like showing me my great grandma. I was like, oh my goodness, there's so many generations that like I know but I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, family's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, the typewriter came out really good.
That's cute.
Look at this. It's just this little box card, so again it flattens.
I have this one little phrase that my mom and I always say is love you to the moon and back. And I honestly can't remember where it came from, but that's what we say.
Well, that saying is because I believe the fact is that your heart beats something about the amount of times your heart beats. It is roughly the same amount that it would take for you to like walk to the moon and back. So basically, literally. I believe the sentiment means like I love you with every beat of my heart. Basically,
that's cute.
It's kind of like my mom actually doesn't like that saying because she said she heard it too much and she got annoyed.
I think I wrote one time, I was probably right before I was going away to college. It was just this last piece of paper I could find in the house, and I just wrote love you to the moon and back, and it is still to this day that's in my mom's bathroom.
Aww.
Or like right on her like little window, and I'm like, that was so basic, like, but it meant a lot to her, so I was like, that's so cool.
My mom would write us notes randomly, like I usually has school lunch, but she would put notes like in our backpack or something.
Yeah,
I have one in my desk at my parents' house. It's taped on there, but it's just like it says I love you, Mom, and I'm like, aw, love my mom.
My mom definitely left notes in my lunchbox.
Loretta says, I want someone else to do the dishes after dinner. That's what she wants for Mother's Day.
That's
a good one.
That is a good one. So you need these little like when we were kids, me and my brother would give my mom like little coupon passes, like do the dishes or without me asking you to do something like that. I thought those were cute. And then I think my dad at one point got an actual coupon book that was like for moms, like for Mother's Day, and it was a whole bunch of coupons that she could just use as like.
I'm sure we did that as a kid. I feel like it sounds familiar, but I don't remember Mom actually using them. I think she just liked the sentiment. Alrighty, I'm getting these flowers. These flowers have like the little white.
There's so many.
There's so many. There's these little pink and then white backing, and then there's gonna be a little tiny yellow dot in the center. So we're just gonna decorate our typewriter box with those. How's the entries going?
It was working. Currently not. We definitely had more than 3.
Gotcha. Don't forget to use #MomStories on Instagram. That's what's kicking it off.
That's what gets you into the giveaways.
Alrighty. Me and my mom, we've tried so many. My mom, she's so cute. Like we've had different times where we've tried to do something, but it's so hard to do anything regularly. I feel like as a mom.
Like especially consistently.
Especially with like grown-up kids because they're living their lives and they got their own plans and stuff. So my mom and I, before I moved out, we were trying to do like a crafting day, and we would end up crafting. I think we did it a couple of times before it was just couldn't do it that day or stuff like that. Yeah, but we do go to Pinners. I mean, I know we rarely are at works at Pinners,
but you guys went to Pinners.
We went to Pinners before, and then she still comes by and we do a quick little walk around when I'm on my lunch break.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to build some of these flowers for you.
Thank you. Yeah. I am slow.
You're good. There's no rush.
The embossing definitely adds an element to it.
Yes, I like embossing. There's like embossing textured paper. Like there's these just things I didn't really know about before I
was really crafting and into the crafting world. And I realized all these like little things made such a difference.
So the techniques, the textures, like how do you do embossing? Like how did you get that? Did you buy the paper like that, or did you make it?
I wouldn't have thought about it.
All these little things, which seem or
but make a big difference.
Make a big difference,
just like what moms do. Seems a little bit to write a note, you know,
but it makes a big difference.
Makes a big difference.
Let's see that. Somebody said my mom was one of 14 as well. That's funny.
Big families.
Big. We got Angie Dreyer, #mom stories. My cousin Arlene lost her house in an Eastern fire. She is my hero. She's like a second mom to me. She has strength and resilience of a mother lion.
Aww.
No joke.
Moms are tough. It's kind of interesting how we think of like women and moms as like the soft, gentle kind, which they are. I also know my mom to be tough and scary.
Tough and
like I haven't done the dishes.
Protective and
protective. Yeah, my mom. She's so funny because if we tell her that a friend of ours upset us, she would hold a grudge. Like, of course, she was always nice to them, but after they left, she's like, "Oh, so we're friends with them again." Like, she was like, "I thought we're mad." Like, she's on board to.
She's on board to be mad with your kid.
Yeah. Yeah, but moms are tough and sweet. Look at all these little flowers. It feels like a tiny little meadow.
Typewriters are so cute. Yes, they are. They're really cute. I actually really like them.
I do too. I feel like box cards always surprise me because, again, I'm not great at card making. And then box cards are like crafting card making really like crossed over, I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm always just kind of nervous about how it turns out. But then it turns out so cute. My mom actually has all the cards I've made her in the past year, especially like the good ones, displayed on the next to the TV. So this one's probably gonna go up there too.
This will be there. My mom still has a whole box of all of the crafts that me and my brother made throughout the years.
Cute.
Crafts, and for some reason kept all our homework.
Your homework?
Yeah. That one I'm like, oh, it's cute little drawings here and there, but like most of it's like math homework.
Yeah.
Like, really.
That's funny.
But the artwork is fun.
We're building flowers. It's that time.
Let's see. The typewriters will be so nostalgic for my mom. Great idea. Very true.
Awesome. Yeah, you and I really grew up in the computer era.
Borderline close to not being a computer era. I remember not having a computer and then getting computers.
We had like a family computer.
We had like a computer room. Like this was back when you had a whole room.
Ours was like a little closet, right? Is that y'all's too, or was it like a room?
It was actually like, you know the armoire things? Armoire?
Yeah.
Like it was like in the guest room, but it was like the computer was just shoved in that thing. So you could only do it if you opened it all up.
I was just like in the family room, but it looked like a little closet, and it was just full of the computer. With the computer, the desk, and the little chair. Okay. Oh, flowers.
Yay.
Okay, I think we each get 5 of these to decorate our little box.
#mom stories from Maryville Sweets and Crafts. My mom is my best friend. I love when we craft together. She helps me and all the tape foamies to my crafts. It's her favorite thing to do. It's so cute. I love that.
It's cute. Speaking of foamy, should we put the little cubies on
the phone?
Right. I'm gonna grab the cubies. Let's see if we have some right here.
Green Brom 70 says hashtag mom stories. I have kept all my children's crafts they've ever made me. That's adorable. I'm sure I'll do the exact same thing. I make fun of her now, but I'm sure I'll do the same thing. Like, look at
this. I remember asking my mom, because it was just kind of where I understood the concept that moms keep things because they love us and stuff. But I did wonder the boundary, I guess.
Yeah.
I remember asking my mom one day, I was like, Mom, you keep all my art, right? And she's like, yes, of course. And I said, what if I like drew a line? Would you keep that? Like just a line? And she's like,
it's
yes. And I'm like, what if I just drew a dot? Like just one dot. Okay, would you keep that? And I think she said yes, but I think she was really confused.
She was like, what are you trying to say?
I was just like, I don't know what I was asking.
You're like
really.
Testing.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Like, so you really keep everything as I thought? That's like the absolutism of it all.
That's hilarious. Story with us.
Yeah.
It's good. Let's see. Instagram Granny. No, Insta Granny. Hashtag my mom got me a typewriter for Christmas my junior year of high school. It was a big deal because electric typewriters hadn't been out long.
Oh, that's really cool.
I love that.
I think my mom did have a typewriter that she used for school that we saw. Like she brought out like of the storage one day. I was like, typewriters were something
you used? My mom for sure had a typewriter. That's how she did school. I was like, this is what?
Yeah, I got 3 flowers on mine, but I don't know where to put the other one.
The sides, I guess.
The side is what I was thinking.
But it's gonna be flat.
It's okay, because it won't stay flat.
Oh, that's true.
But here. On the same side here. Okay. Yeah.
Does your family do like family reunions?
Actually, we have one coming up this June. This is my dad's side of the family.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be, I don't know how many of us are coming, but there are a lot out there. My dad was in a family of 16.
Wow.
Yes, he has. I think he has half siblings. Because his dad was married twice. So a lot of kids, a lot of
little ones.
Yeah, a lot of relatives to see. So that'll be cool.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, but we haven't had like a reunion for my mom's side. She only had one sibling, so really small. Ta-da! Look at the typewriter card. It's so cute. I like that you had like a special note with your mom that you had to put on.
I honestly was like, where'd that come from? But that's
the memory.
The memory.
Memory came back. Ta-da! Look at this. It's so cute. So this is the Typewriter Box Card on our website, bailey.art. It's really simple to make, but it turns out so good. I really like this one. So simple. Sweet. Box cards are, I think, one of my favorite kind of genres of like, little crafts to do. They're not complicated, but they turn out so beautiful.
It looks like it was hard.
Yeah. So cute. All right.
That's the best part.
So I think that is our project, and I believe we just need to pick a winner for the giveaway.
Sounds like we do.
Okay, so again, all your hashtag mom stories, thank you guys so much for sharing them. They were really awesome to read. I'm not a mom. Grace is not a mom, so we didn't really have a lot of
not yet
our own stories to share per se, but we have moms, and we have wonderful moms we love so much. So really excited to celebrate Mother's Day and all the moms out there. So thank you for sharing, and let's find out who the giveaway winner is. Do we have their Instagram name? And the winner is
spelling.
1 second.
D. Babcock, 1957.
Oh, we read that story. Yeah, congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate all of you guys. So we are going to DM you, and we will send you a code, 100% off code for your mini. So remember, guys, Mother's Day is on May 11th, so it's not far. So make sure to get some, little gifts, make a little card, write something sweet for your moms. And we will see you guys next time. The next time you see us, We will have the final count for the CFC cards.
Ooh, yes.
Yes, day of sorting is tomorrow, so that's really exciting for us. We'll be working with UTA again for their big event.
Yeah.
Yes, and also on CFC, if you go to the website cardsforcubs.org, you can enter the card raffle. It should be, I believe, on the donations navigation part of the menu, and you can check out the cards there that were made by, I can't remember, I think it was created with Joy. And Meg, but I don't remember her handle. But they're, oh no, I teach stamping. I teach stamping, yes. So check those out. They are, each entry is a $10 donation to Cards for Cubs, where we send handmade cards to kids and young adults in foster care. So check that out. Please help us keep reaching our goal for the year, because we, again, don't send out those cards at a cost to the foster agencies. They get them for free. So that means we got to pay for shipping. And shipping is a lot when you have, I'm not kidding, thousands of cards. Like, I think last time I checked, we
had 103,000 cards pledged. So we'll have,
I hope a good amount got donated.
We'll see how many we get tomorrow when we box them all up.
Yes. Also, we've got the Den. So Monday, if you aren't subscribed to our email list, do that. Go to our website, barely.art, and subscribe.
Get subscribed.
Yeah, because we're going to be sending out the class by Create It with Joy, and she made a really beautiful card. We don't have it here because we're not on that project. We're not on that class. She made it
with ink. Oxide.
Yes, it was a lot of ink
distressed
blending.
Oxide. That's what it was.
Yes, it was really, really pretty. So check that out. That will be launching on Monday. And I think that's all we have for today, guys. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you guys have a happy Mother's Day, and I'm sure we'll see you guys very soon.